गौरांग गौरांग गंधार्विक गिरिधारी श्री श्री राधा विनोद बिहारी जू की जय। श्री गोविंद गोपीनाथ मरन मोहन जू की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज श्री गुरुदेव की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत वामन गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी महाराज श्री प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति प्रज्ञान केशव गोसाई महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्टम विष्णुपाद अष्टोत्तर शत शिशिमार भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्ट महाभगवत श्री गोरक्षरस बाबूजी महाराज की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्ट श्री सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। नित्यानंद प्रविष्ट वैष्णव सार्वभौम श्री जगन्नाथ बाबूजी महाराज की जय। श्री रूपानु गौरी गुरु वर्ग की जय। श्री रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्री जीव गोपाल भट्टदास रघुनाथ शारद गोसाई प्रभु की जय। श्री स्वरूप दामोदर राय रामानंदारी श्री गौर पार्षद वृंद की जय। नाम जय श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय। प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री क्षेत्र मंडल गौर मंडल ब्रज मंडल मथुर वृंदावन धाम की जय। सर्व अभिष्ट प्रदत्त गिरिराज महाराज की जय। श्री राधा कुंड श्याम कुंड की जय। श्री यमुना देवी गंगा देवी की जय। श्री तुलसी महारानी वृंद देवी की जय। श्री भक्ति देवी की जय। श्री पूर्णमासी योगमाया की जय। श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय। श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत. Wait, let me just look at the calendar. Okay, there's nothing today. जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। जय श्री चैतन्य शिक्षाष्टक की जय। जय श्री कृष्णदास कविराज गोसाई पाद की जय। श्री चैतन्य चरितमृत की जय। जय श्री हरि नाम संकीर्तन की जय। अनंत अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. Okay, we'll do Mangalacharan and then begin. अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः. गुरुवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकाय तदालये कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः. श्री सिद्धांत सरस्वती विदितो गौड़ीय गौरवन्वये भातो भानुरिव प्रभात गगने योगोर संकीर्तनाय मायावारतिमिङ्गिलोदरगतान् उद्धृत्य जीवनिमान् कृष्ण प्रेम सुधाब्धिगाहन सुखां प्रदत् प्रभुं तं भजे. वन्दे भक्ति विनोदं श्री गौरशक्ति स्वरूपकं भक्तिशास्त्रज्ञ सम्राजं राधारस सुधानिधिं. नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानन्दनामिने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगवरायते. श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं. वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. वृषभानुसुतान्वितवामतनुं यमुनातटनागरनन्दसुतं मुरलीकलगीतविनोरपरं भज गोद्रुमकाननकुञ्जविद्वं. स्मर गौरगदाधरकेलिकलं भव गौरगदाधर पक्षचार. शृणु गौरगदाधर Charukathang bhaja godrumakanana punjavido. Tavai vasmi, na jivami tvaya vina. Iti vigyaya devi tvam, nayamang charanantikam. Bhaktya vihina aparada lakshaya, क्षिप्ताश्चकामा दित्तराङ्गमध्ये कृपामयि त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम् भज श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासरि गौर भक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे श्री स्वरूपराय संग हर्ष शेष घोषणम शिक्षणाष्टकाख्य कृष्ण कीर्तनाय कपोषणम प्रेम नाम मात्र विश्व जीवनायक संभराम प्रेम धाम देवमेव नौमि गौर सुंदरम प्रेमोर्भावित हर्षैर्योद्वेग दैन्यार्तिमिश्रितम् लपितं गुरुचन्द्रस्य भाग्यवर्भिर्निषेव्यते प्रभुर्शिक्षाष्टक श्लोक जयपुरे शुने कृष्णे प्रेम भक्ति तार बाड़े दिने दिने Jai Śrī Śikṣāṣṭaka ki Jai. Whoever reads or hears the Lord Śikṣāṣṭaka verses, their prem bhakti for Krishna increases day by day. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranams everybody. Let's see. Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatharani Mataji, Nitai Mukeshji, Rohini Nandan Prabhu, and everybody else watching on YouTube and Facebook. Indira Mataji, I'm guessing, Raseshwari Mataji, and also pranams to the devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi and Jayadev Prabhu, Haribol. So, if you write a comment, I'll see your name also. Right now, I just see a number. So yeah, I know yesterday I mentioned that I was going to be traveling. Well, the train I was supposed to be on was left over 2 hours ago. But late last night, I met with a devotee and he convinced me to cancel my ticket and stay in Vrindavan for a couple of days. So yeah, so like I canceled my ticket, I think at 10:30 p.m. last night. And so now I need to figure out how to get a train to Navadvip because I looked, they're all waiting list. But anyhow, yeah, spontaneous change of plans. One second, I'm going to turn on the light because the power went out, but I think there's an inverter light. All right. So we are continuing on with our reading of Shikshashtak, the first verse. Let's see. So there's still 3 more classes by Srila Gurudev Nitya Pravishra Shishmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja, but I'm not, and these are all just about the first verse, but I might just read a couple more of them because we've now been going for the first verse for today's the 18th day. So yeah, I think it might be nice, good to move on to the next verse now. But yeah, today we will read. This is a class that Srila Gurudev gave in Alachua, Florida, May 23rd, 2001. I think I was there for this festival, if I remember correctly. So title is more important than Srimad Bhagavatam. Whoa, that's a pretty bold title. Okay. So, oh wait, but first, before we begin, let's recite the Shikṣāṣṭaka. One second. Oh, and I could yesterday I found this song I just translated. It's a new Vaishnav kirtan I'm going to be adding into the songbook. I'll show you after. But yeah, it's pretty neat. Okay. There it is. Cheto darpanamarjanam pavamahadavagni nirvapanam Shreyakairava vitaranam Vidyavadu jivanam Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam Purnamrita swadanam Sarvatma snapanam parang vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Shaktis Tatrarpita Niyamita Smarane Nakala Etadrishi Tava Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaiva me drishamiha janinanuraga Trinarapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna Amanina manadena kirtaniya sada hari Na dhanam na janam na sundarim Kavitam va jagarisha kamaye Mama janmani janmanishvare Bhavatar bhaktir ahaituki tvai Ainanda tanuja kinkaram Patitang mam vishame bhavam buddho Kripaya tava para pankaja Stita dhuli sadrisham vichintaya Nayanam galarashudharaya Vadanam gadgadurudaya gira Pulakarnichitang vapukada Tava nama grahane bhavishyati Yugayitam nimeshena chakshusha pravrushaitam Shunyayitam jagat sarvam govinda virahena me Ashlishavapa parartang pinashtumam Adarshanan marma hatam kurotuva Yatha tatha va vidadhatulam pato mat prananathastu sa eva na para mat prananathastu sa eva na para. Okay, let's go through this the song on the first verse of Shikṣāṣṭaka by Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur. Api tavarana kali pavana gora Gavaya ichana bhava vibhora Cheta darpana pari marjana kari Krishna kirtana jai cheta bihari Hela bhava dava nirvapana vreti Krishna Kirtana Jai Klesha Nivriti Shreya Kumuda Vidhu Jyotsna Prakasha Krishna Kirtana Jai Bhakti Vilasa Vishuddha Vidya Vadhu Jivana Rupa Krishna Kirtana Jai Siddha Swarupa Ananda Payonidhi Vardhana Kirti Krishna Kirtana Jai Lavana Murti Pore Pore Piyusha Swada Pradata Krishna Kirtana Jai Prema Vidata Bhakti Vinoda Swatma Snapana Vidana Krishna Kirtana Jai Prema Nidana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, oh, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaur Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Hare Krishna Gagaraj ji, Dhanyavad Pranam. All right, so we will now begin reading this class that Śrīla Gurudev gave in 2001, May 23rd in Alachua, Florida. Unlike Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī, Śrīla Sanatana Gosvāmī, Śrīla Raghunath Das Gosvāmī, Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmī, and Śrīla Krishnadas Kaviraj Gosvāmī, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has not written very much. He only wrote 8 shlokas, and they are known as Śrī Śikṣāṣṭaka. There are a few other shlokas that he wrote, and one example is the following. Naham Vipro Nacha Narapatir Napi Vaisho Nashudro Naham Varni Nacha Grihapatir No Vanasto Yatirva Kintu Prodyan Nikila Paramananda Purnamritabder Gopi Bhartu Parakamalayur Dasa Dasanudasaha. So that's in Padyavali, verse number 63. And it also appears in the Madhya Lila, chapter 13, verse 80. So the meaning is, I am not a Brahmana. I am not a Kshatriya. I am not a Vaishya or a Shudra. Nor am I a Brahmachari, a householder, a Vanaprastha, or a sannyasi. I identify myself only as the servant of the servant of the servant of the lotus feet of Sri Krishna, the maintainer of the gopis. He is like an ocean of nectar, and he is the cause of universal transcendental bliss. He is always existing with brilliance. There are other shlokas that are attributed to Mahaprabhu, but they are not authentic. The Śikṣāṣṭaka shlokas are authentic, and they are more important than the Vedas, Upanishads, and other Shastras. I think that they are even more important than the Srimad Bhagavatam. We can say that Srimad Bhagavatam is the Bhashya, is the commentary of the Śikṣāṣṭaka. This is so because Śrī Śikṣāṣṭaka was spoken by whom? It was not spoken by Vyas, who was only Kala, who was only a portion of, or an expansion of Krishna. No, it was spoken by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the source of all incarnations. Śrī Śikṣāṣṭakam should be considered to be the most important Shastra and superior to all others. In Śikṣāṣṭakam, all kinds of sadhya and sadhan, the goal and the process, have been given. But only fortunate persons can realize this. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with Rai Ramananda and Swarup Damodar, used to taste the explanations, the meanings, and the hidden sweet pastimes of Krishna in these shlokas, from beginning to end, from Cheto Darpanamarjanam to Ashlishava Pararatam. If anyone realizes this and is following the prescribed process, then he must have some taste and he will not deviate. Haribol Shubhananda Guru and Anari Krishna Guru Haribol. Parang Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. A sadhak should know that Krishna's name, Hare Krishna or Hare Ram, are both Krishna and Radha. These names are even more than Krishna and Radhika themselves because they have invested their whole power, all of their mercy, and all of their sweetness in these 16 names. They're not really 16 names. They're not really 16 names. They are manifestations. Actually, there are only 2 names, Hare Krishna or Hare Rama, Radha and Krishna. If one realizes that Radha and Krishna are these names, that the names are in some cases even more powerful than Radha and Krishna themselves, will he chant only 16 rounds daily? Or will he chant more? A person knows that if he doesn't eat and drink, he will not survive. That is why around the clock, he is competing and quarreling with others to maintain his life, doing business and making money in any way he can. Why? To survive. When you know the fact that only the name is powerful enough to save you, this name becomes your life and soul. You will be always chanting without any break. Your chanting will be flowing like an uninterrupted stream of honey, or like the flow of a river without any stop. We see the Ganga coming from the Himalayas all the way to the ocean with no break at all. If anyone is always chanting in this way with no break, then when his mind tries to wander, he will remember Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. And while he is sleeping, he'll remember Hare Krishna, And when he is walking, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. If he chants all the time, he'll automatically remember. And this is called Harinam. Also, we will be chanting with a very high-class, strong relation with Krishna. The devotee will think, Krishna is mine. He'll take Diksha and receive Divya Gyan, transcendental knowledge. What is Divya Gyan? All the tattvas like Krishna tattva, Maya tattva, Jiva tattva, Bhakti tattva, Radha tattva, Rasa tattva, and Vilas tattva, they are all transmitted through the process called Diksha. I think we have not properly taken Diksha. There is something lacking. You have not completed the course of Diksha. Certainly there is something missing. Otherwise, if Divya Gyan is present, then all kinds of sins, aparads, and anarthas will have gone. Desire for sense gratification will have gone. There'll be no rog, no illness at all, and all kinds of auspiciousness will be there. At that time, how can we forget Radha Krishna, Mahaprabhu, and Nityananda Prabhu? It will not be possible. If these symptoms are not there, we can understand that something must be lacking in ourselves. We should discuss these 8 shlokas of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu according to the explanations of Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur. Then you can understand something. Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur has explained everything about the name. How should we chant the name? Tanama Rupa Charitadi. If you study the instructions of Rupa Goswami and Bhaktivedānta Thakur, then you'll not think, oh, I've done everything by chanting 16 rounds. It doesn't matter whether my mind was wandering here and there. There is no harm in that. This is not chanting. Chant by mind. How? By remembering the sweet pastimes of that very name which you are chanting. Also, chant with the tongue. Hare Krishna. This is very powerful. Always be absorbed in that chanting under the guidance of any pure Rasik Tattva Gya devotee of Vrindavan. Always be in Vrindavan, by body or by mind, and then you can realize something. If you cannot do this, then you cannot realize anything. If there's no taste for hearing Harikatha or for chanting Harinam, then you will be weak and you may deviate. You should not be like this. we will try to explain the Śikṣāṣṭakam, and you should try to follow it. It can save you. Your food, lodging, and maintaining of life will automatically be taken care of. If you have taken shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, you will not have to do anything for your maintenance. Haridas Thakur, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and others did not make any endeavor for maintaining their lives. Everything came automatically. We don't want to become old, and we don't want any suffering, but this is coming anyway, without invitation. Similarly, your maintenance will come without invitation, without any effort. If you don't believe this, then you can experiment. For 7 days, do nothing but chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, and everything will be taken care of. Anybody ready to try that experiment? Don't do anything but Harinam and see if everything gets taken care of. 1 second, let me just. Okay. Cheto darpana marjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam Vidyavado jivanam Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam Purnamrita swadanam Sarvatma snapanam param vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. Oh, and Haribol Dandavat Pranams Shripad Bhaktivedānta Sajan Maharaj, Hare Krishna. And also Vidyalala Sadidi Haribol. There's so many glorifications of the name. But in what way has Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorified the name? From this shloka to the last shloka, Ashlishava Pararatam, he has glorified the name. Rupa Goswami was the only one to realize everything that Mahaprabhu had invested in these shlokas when he spoke, and then he spoke. This verse we read at this section from Chaitanya Charitamrita is so amazing how dear this was to Mahaprabhu and all of his followers. This verse by Rupa Goswami. Tunde tunda vinirating vitanute tundavali labdaye karna kroda kadambini ghatayate karnar budebhya spriham cheta prangana sangini vijayate sarvendriyanam kritim no jane janita kiyar biramritai krishneti varnadvai. I want to find the translation I made for this. All right, well, Sundar Gopal and where is it? Should be here somewhere. Anyhow. Oh, I think this is it. Okay, this is it. Okay. Okay, so when Krishna's, this is like a very literal translation. You'll see there's no fluff, nothing added extra. This is just very direct. So when Krishna's name dances upon my tongue, it produces such joy that I desire a multitude of tongues. And when it enters the hollow of my ears, it stirs a longing for millions of ears. It reigns victorious as the constant companion in the courtyard of the heart, captivating all the senses. I do not know who created these two syllables, Krishna, nor with how much nectar they were made. Only Rupa Goswami can say this. We cannot. By the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Rupa Goswami can glorify Nam. What is the meaning of Cheto Darpana Marjanam? There are two chittas. One is chit and one is chitta. Chitta means Mahatattva, the covering of the soul. The Mahatattva the covering of the soul, which is anuchit, which is infinitesimal. The soul, which is infinitesimal. But here, chitta means heart. Cheto darpana marjanam. In a mirror, if the mirror is clear, you can see your face and your whole body. If that mirror is dirty, however, then you cannot see. Similarly, if you want to wash this mirror of the heart, then chant the name. What kind of name? This is the question. What kind of name? The way that we are chanting now will not suffice at any time. You should know this. A very small child did not want to go to school, but his father and mother forcibly took him in the car and drove him there. Even though he was weeping, they put a baby on the teacher's lap. They put that baby on the teacher's lap by force and left him there. Throughout the day, he was weeping, but his teacher was very merciful and very sweet to him. His teacher gave him a brightly colored book, and on the first page, he saw so many pictures. He said, A is for apple, B is for ball. Oh, see the football. C is for cat, D is for dog. And the boy became very happy. Then the teacher asked him, can you read? Yes, A, apple. In this way he began, and his teacher praised him. Oh, you are now a good student. You have read everything completely. The teacher also brought him an apple and said, you can have this. Thus the boy became very happy. And the next day he was asking his mother, when will I go to school? When will I go to school? This reminds me of, Janava, Shamala's daughter, Janava, nice, really good singer. When her older sister Jayashri was getting Harinam, I think, and Janava was like, I think Janava was maybe like 4 years old or something. I think she was like 4 years old, something like that. And she also wanted to get Harinam, but she was way too young. And so then, Gurudev wouldn't give it to her. And so she was really upset with Gurudev. And she's like, and she did like a whole sulking thing and was like, and she was like, frowning at him, just like really angry that Gurudev wasn't giving her Harinam. And so then Gurudev's like, I won't give you Harinam, but I'll give you this apple. And then he gave Janava the apple, and then she's all happy. And she's like, great. So the story is something like that. But so the teacher gave him an apple and said, you can have this. Thus the boy became very happy, and the next day he was asking his mother, when will I go to school? After some days, the child had to learn some difficult things. And when he could not learn, his teacher twisted his ear. He then became puzzled. What? But I thought I was a good student. The guru also acts like this. Somehow, even though you're fully unqualified, you should enter the school of Diksha. If you do enter, you'll see that our goal is very far away. But by those beginners' practices, we can never achieve our goal. Yeah, if you always just if the student always decide, no, I don't want to learn anything else. I just want to learn A is for apple, B is for books, C is for cat. Then, no, you have to move on. You can't just stay in the first class forever. In the beginning, the guru never tells the full reality. When does he tell him? He does so when the disciple is more advanced and he can tolerate the chastising of Gurudev and the chastising of the Vaishnavas. Then the disciple can realize something, and then the guru can tell him something. What will he tell him? He will reject his disciple's bad habits, saying, this is not good. You should be like this. This is not good. You should be like this. Guru will chastise him. So you should chant the name even if you have no taste at all. If you have no taste in hearing, if you're sleepy, you should still go to class. And simply by being there, a taste will come very soon. Cheto darpana marjanam. The chitta is washed by chanting of the name, but not by chanting as we are now doing. that name should be somewhat pure. Bhaktivedānta Thakur has explained all these things. Why? Our tongue is mortal, and the pure name is transcendental. The transcendental name has nothing to do with these material things. It cannot come on the material tongue or in the material mind. The pure name cannot be touched by these material things. It is a very wonderful thing. Then how can we touch it? If that high class pure name will come, then your Cheto Darpana Marjanam is going on. Your mirror will become clear and you'll be able to see. But you should know something more. In the mirror, the form does not really come. The reflection that you see is opposite. Your right eye will be seen on the left side. The left will be seen on the right side. And this nose will be backwards also. You see your heart here on the left side. And in the mirror, it is opposite. Even seeing your form in the mirror, you cannot have full realization. You'll get some idea, but you'll have to realize more. Tomorrow, we will discuss the Sambodhan Bhashya of Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur and see how we can chant this transcendental name with our tongue. If that transcendental name comes only one time, even if it is a bhas, you will be fortunate. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bo. Wow, so Srila Gurudev, he gave classes on the Sambodhan Bhashya in Alachua in 2001. What we've been reading also in our programs. I wonder if there are more classes that have been transcribed in this. So a devotee asked, after the class, a devotee asked Gurudev, if one is not chanting the pure name, is there any benefit at all? Is the heart becoming purified? And Srila Gurudev says, there is benefit, even if it is namaparad. You can become wealthy, and you can have all kinds of sense gratification very easily. Devotee, will the heart become cleaned at all by chanting namaparad? And Srila Gurudev says, no. You must be under the guidance of Vaishnavas. First hear Harikatha, the glorifications of the name. And then by hearing and chanting and chanting and chanting, then Namabhas will sometimes come. It will always be Namaparad, but sometimes not. By practicing intensely, then Namabhas will come more and more. And then if you are fortunate and you are chanting 1 lakh daily, then sometimes the pure name will come. Then tears may come and heart melting. If it comes, then you may think that Namabhas is coming somewhat. If Namabhas will come, then he can realize so many things. And then the Shuddha name, the pure name. Shuddha name can come only by the causeless mercy of any Vaishnava who is chanting the pure name, or by the causeless mercy of Krishna. Otherwise not. Thank you. Okay, so we have 20 more minutes. What's this class? Okay, this is just like a small part of this class. I didn't give the whole thing. This is a class that Srila Gurudev gave. Wait. What happened? Okay. This is a class he gave. This is a lecture on Raya Ramananda Sambad that he gave in Holland, June 29th, 2002. Try to develop a very thick and eternal relationship with Krishna. That relationship is revealed in the Gopal mantra, and it is a very secret thing. You cannot develop Krishna consciousness without such a relationship. Krishna should think, oh, this devotee has such a thick relationship with me. And that thick relation should first be with Radhika. If Krishna knows she is the dasi of my most beloved Radhika, then he becomes that person, he becomes theirs. There's no doubt about this at all. right? Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur says in the song Radhika Charana Parma, what is it? Sorry, my mind just went blank. Jedorila Radha Pada Parama Jatane, Shepaila Krishna Pada Amula Ratane. Amula Ratane. Radha Pada Vina Kabu, Krishna Nahi Mile, Radhar Dasir Krishna Sarva Vede Bole. Radha's Krishna is the property of Radha's dasis. Sarva Vede Bole. All the Vedas declare this. That Krishna is the property of Radharani's maidservants. Radhar Dasir Krishna. Krishna is Radha's dasis. Their maids, their property. The Vedas say that Krishna only belongs to those who are serving Radhika. Sarva Vede Bole, right? Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur says, Sarva Vede Bole. He will hear about their service. Krishna will hear about their service to her, and he will at once give his whole heart to them. He becomes their property. Therefore, try to obey. We have been discussing the dialogue that took place between Sri Rai Ramananda and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu from Rai Ramananda Samvad, from Madhya Lila 8. And for the past week, I've spoken only up to Dasya Ras. Relationships in Vraj begin from Sakya Ras, from friendship. Dasya is also present there, but it is not prominent, and it is not pure Dasya. It is mixed with Sakya, Vatsalya, or Madhurya. Today we will begin our discussion from Sakya Ras. The Sakas are eternally attached to Krishna with love and affection. They can even take foodstuffs from their own mouths and place it into his mouth. They never have any consideration other than their absorption in their very thick relationship with him. I used to know the verses from that explain Sakya Ras in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Let's see. Anyways, it says that sometimes they'll jump on Krishna's shoulders, or they'll have Krishna jump on their shoulders, and then they say to Krishna, "Tumi kon bodolok, tumi ami sama." What kind of big person are you? You and me are the same. So, yes, Sakya Ras is very sweet. Tumi kon bodolok, tumi ami sama. So Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorifies the means to attain that relationship. Shri Krishna Sankirtan. Skande Charai Skande. I wanted. Sorry, do you mind if I just divert for just a second? Because I want to just remember that verse. How does it go? Okay. So this is from an article by Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur. He's quoting this. This is Shri Krishnoi Akila Rasamrita Samudra. Shri Krishna is the ocean of all rasas. So this is an article by Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur, and then he quotes these verses from Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay. Saka Shuddha Sakya Kore Skande Arohan Tumi Kon Borolok Tumi Ami Sama. This isn't the verse I was looking for though. But this one is also nice. So, a friend of Krishna, a companion in pure friendship, climbs upon my shoulders, saying, "What kind of big man are you? We are equals." And then he says, "If a beloved sulks and chastises me, that takes my mind away from the prayers of the Vedas, and I shall descend with these pure devotees and perform various amazing pastimes. When I am in the bhava of a son, my mother binds me, considering me to be helpless. She nourishes me and protects me." Okay. So so Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu glorifies the means to attain that relationship. He's talking about Sakiras, and then he says the means to attain that relationship, Shri Krishna Sankirtan. We already recited this twice, so I'm not going to say it a third time. Cheto Darpanamarjanam, Bhava Mahadavagni Nivarpanam, Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, Vidya Vadu Jivanam, Anandam Buddhivardhanam, Pratiparam Purnamrita Sadhanam, Sarvatma Snapanam, Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. I'm not going to read the translations. So, when one is properly initiated by a bona fide guru and has a thick relationship with Krishna, 7 symptoms will appear as a result of his chanting. These symptoms will become manifest especially when he is in the process of giving up all kinds of anarthas, which are unfavorable for bhakti. Be very strict in your determination to give up anarthas, and simultaneously, you should firmly accept that which is favorable for bhakti. Whatever you do, do it to please Krishna and give up anything that is not pleasing to him. But begin with service to your Gurudev. Should begin with service to your Gurudev. Accept that which is favorable for his service, and forever give up anything that is unfavorable. To sing. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to do this one because he does talk about the first verse of Śikṣāṣṭaka. In this verse, 7 stages of bhakti are explained. Cheto Darpanamarjanam contains Shraddha. Bhava Mahadavagni, this is a class. Okay, I'll just read like a small section. This is a class that Srila Gurudev gave in Mathura, November 23rd, 2002. And the title is Jiva Goswami different? I think it's talking about the self. Let's see. So then Madhav Maharaj says, Srila Gurudev has ordered me to speak, and I will, okay. So in this verse, 7 stages of bhakti are explained. Cheto Darpana Marjanam contains Shraddha. Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam contains Sadhu Sangha. Bhajana Kriya and Anartha Nivritti. Bhava Mahadavagni Nirvapanam contains Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, and Anartha Nivritti. Then Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, Nishta, and so on up to Prem. Each stage is explained in each line. Purnamrita Aswadanam comes in the stage of Bhav. And Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Thakur discussed this in his commentary of Śrī Śikṣāṣṭaka. He writes that according to the sadhak's constitutional form, up to the Gopika Deha, the body of a gopi, that particular body manifests at the stage of Bhav Bhakti. Okay, now this goes into a different topic, so I'm not going to read this one. There's also this class at the beginning. This one's a bit of a long class, though, but it's all about the first verse also. Maybe let's just read small parts from this. Well, we won't read the whole thing. So this is a class that Srila Gurudev gave in San Francisco, May 3rd, 2001. This is a very critical time. So now we are in the iron age of computers and all other technologies. And it is flourishing. Yes, now there is AI. We are discovering so many ways in which to be happy, but no one is happy. Only 2 kinds of persons can think themselves happy. One kind consists of those who really have some taste in Krishna's name and hearing Harikatha. Those persons can be somewhat happy. And the other consists only of mad persons. These mad persons take many drugs and fall down in a gutter and dogs come and lick their faces. Still they're thinking, oh, we are the monarch of all. We are very happy. So only, only these two can be happy. There's no third kind of person. Devotees who are intoxicated from namras and those druggies who are tripping on something or other. But they're not actually really happy, but they think they're happy because of illusion. So we should be very careful about this. One day, very soon, old age will be coming, running. Now you're beautiful, but one day your faces will dry. So many problems will come very quickly. And at the time of death, you will not be able to take anything with you. You will not be able to take anything you are now collecting. Remember all these things. Again, you should be very inspired and chant more. If you are chanting, you should have strong faith in the words of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaito Darpanamajanam Baba Mahatapakunam, Shreya Kairavachandrika Vitaranam Vidyavada Chipanam Anandam Purivardhanam Pradam Punamrita Swadanam Saratma Snapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam. You have forgotten this, and therefore you should again hear about it. We have so much faith in this. Only by this can you be happy. Otherwise, you can never be happy. You should know that Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the Supreme Lord, and he is very powerful, very powerful. Even his manifestations can create thousands and thousands of universes in a second, and they can then destroy them, and again they can create them. At the same time, Krishna is very merciful. He is very sweet. He is very beautiful, and he is the abode of all good qualities. In Kali Yuga, he has invested all his qualities, all his power, and all his mercy in these 16 names. All the names are Radha and Krishna themselves. They are very powerful, more so than Radha and Krishna themselves. By chanting, you can fulfill all your desires. The way I understand this when he says they're more powerful than Radha and Krishna themselves is because for giving mercy, like we don't have any direct access to Radha and Krishna. So we don't, but we have direct access to their names, and their names have all their Shakti in them. So in that way, their names are more merciful. And so there's this kirtan, Hari se bada Hari kanam, Prabhu se bada Prabhu kanam, Antame nikalaye parinam. But yeah, so in that way, the name is more powerful, is greater than the possessor of the name, because it can bestow mercy on us. By chanting, you can fulfill all your desires. If you can see Radha Krishna, then automatically all your desires will be fulfilled. You should know, however, that Radha and Krishna will not come, and we cannot take their darshan without the help and mercy of their holy names. Krishna has made it so, but we don't have very much faith. Srila Haridas Thakur has faith. Sri Prahlad Maharaj has faith, and all our acharyas from top to bottom have faith. Srila Swami Mahārāja and my Gurudev also have faith. We also have faith, and therefore we don't want worldly things. We only want to have some love and affection in chanting the holy name. If you follow this principle, you will not fall down. At times you do not do kirtan, then what to speak of sankirtan? And your heart becomes like the books kept in a glass almirah bookcase. We have kept some books in this almirah which is covered by very fine glass. You can see what books are there, and you can read the names, but you cannot touch them because they are under lock and key. If one is in high association, chanting with relation and giving up all of their anyabilash, all of their ulterior desires, and also karma, gyan, yoga, tapasya, and attachment to worldly things, then what becomes of him? Then the mirror of his heart becomes clear, even if it is locked. What time is it? 7:57. Um, this class goes on. This is a long class, and it is all about the first verse. But I think I'm gonna end here because it's now a couple minutes till the end. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna stop here. Maybe we can read more of this later. Or maybe we'll sit. Yeah. And yeah, if you want to find this class, if you want to read it yourself, you can type in this. Type in this very, very critical time, and then type in purebhakti.com, and then it'll come up. Yeah, this is given May 3rd, 2001. All right. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Jai Shri Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki Jai, Shri Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ju ki Jai, Shri Govinda Gopinath Madan Mohan Ju ki Jai, Jai Shri Gurudev ki Jai, Jai Shri Param Gurudev ki Jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Jai, Shri Rupanu Gauriya Guru Varga ki Jai, Swapa Shachi Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai, Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopigan ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj ki Jai, Shri Tulsi Maharani Vrinda Devi ki Jai, Shri Bhakti Devi ki Jai, Shri Purnamasi Yogamaya की जय, जय श्री गोपेश्वर महादेव की जय, जय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय, अभिनव वृंदावन श्री नवदीप धाम की जय, जय श्री कृष्ण नाम संकीर्तन की जय, श्री चैतन्य शिक्षाष्टक की जय, श्री सच्चिदानंद गौर हरि की जय, श्री कृष्ण नाम संकीर्तन की जय, अनंत अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, समागत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय, श्री निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। वृंदाय तुलसी देवाय प्रियाय कृष्ण वशचार कृष्ण भक्ति प्रतिदेवी सत्यवताय नमो नमः पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। धन्यवाद प्रणाम्स Nri Hari Prabhu, Bhavatarini Mataji, Nitai Mukesh ji, Anadi Krishna Prabhu, and Rohini Nandan Prabhu, Gargraj ji, Shubhananda Prabhu, Vidyalala Sadidi, Shripad Bhaktivedānta Sajan Maharaj, and I see there are 9 devotees on YouTube and Facebook. I don't know who you are because you didn't write a comment, but pranams to whoever you are, and also pranams to all devotees watching in the future, like Shachi Devi and Jai Dev Prabhu. All right, thank you so much for joining. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow. I think maybe tomorrow we'll begin the 2nd verse of Śikṣāṣṭakam. Yeah. All right. Dhanyavad pranams. Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Rohini Nandan Prabhu.